The international break is finally over and we're back We're back. First City watch-along since the international break, since we won the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, and we're back in the FA Cup today against Liverpool. Of course, we've basically got an unchanged lineup from the Carabao Cup final. The only change is Mark Gahey is, of course, replacing Nathan Ake at centre-back. And then, obviously, Liverpool. 2 seconds. There was one thing I forgot to do while setting up the stream. So, literally, I gave myself 5 minutes to set up the stream. Obviously, in that little loading bit. And I've literally forgot to do one of the most important things. I'm such an idiot, bro. What am I thinking? But anyway, Liverpool have Mamardashvili in goal. Obviously, a back line of Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Konate, and Kerkez. A midfield of Curtis Jones, Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch. And then obviously you've got Salah and Ekitike. One thing I do have to mention about today's game is Salah has not cashed in his annual goal against Manchester City. He has not cashed that one in yet. So, because it was Szoboszlai that scored against us at Anfield, and obviously they didn't score against us at the Etihad in the league. So, we've got things could get a little dark because Salah's not cashed in that goal. So that could come at any time. Does this not want to work? Right, I think this should all be fine now. Yeah, we'll be. Right, so have we got any score predictions in the chat? Can we get any early score predictions for today's FA Cup quarter-final? Because I think, obviously, I came on, I was on Judge Mo's show yesterday, and I said that I'm very confident for today's game, and that I see us favourites for the FA Cup, which obviously means I see us obvious favourites for this game. And I got called a bit of a madman. I won't lie, I did get called a madman. But so I want someone to sort of reaffirm my biased delusions in the chat, please. I would absolutely love that if I'm being honest. Why is this not working? Is that all? No, don't you just love it when you have technical difficulties for absolutely no reason? Because why is that not working at all? Hopefully everything else is working. Am I going to go across here and this also isn't going to work? Oh, it wants to work here, but it just doesn't want to work on the other monitor. Okay. I see how we're going. I see how we're moving. But, one thing I've done today, which I don't usually do for every stream, is I was able to get the game up first try. I'm usually sat here and I'm like, now what channel's the game on? What channel's the game on? Do I need my Virgin box on or do I need my web browser open? But today, actually, I got it first try. Ahead of time before starting the stream, I looked at what the game was on and I had the game up before I even opened the stream. So life's good on that front. I actually came prepared in one aspect of the stream. Obviously, we got Rodri starting again after he kind of cleared up the miscommunication in his interview talking about Real Madrid. He hasn't been given the same punishment that Enzo Fernandez has been given at Chelsea. I do believe Pep did comment on Rodri in the press conference, so I'll go quickly to have a little look at that. He says, Manchester City would not stand in the way if Rodri wanted to join Real Madrid, said Pep Guardiola. Absolutely, the organisation, the club is above us all. If one player is not happy, they have to leave. I think he's happy and hopefully he can be happy. If he's not happy, just knock on the door of the sporting director. Accept an offer according to his incredible quality. After that, it belongs to the club and himself. He also said that there is not one player that would turn down the chance to play for Real Madrid, and he understands that completely. So, is Rodri going to go to Real Madrid, ladies and gentlemen? Is Rodri going to go to Real Madrid? Is that what we're going to be seeing? Rodri to Real Madrid, yes or no? I think... The thing is, Real Madrid are always linked with a boatload of midfielders. My door's not shut, 2 seconds. Real Madrid are always linked with an absolute boatload of midfielders, right? And obviously, they got Bellingham, they got Camavinga, they got Toumani as well. When they were all linked with them, obviously Rodri's been a heavy link, Enzo Fernandez as well. But I'm just kind of thinking, like, obviously they lost Modric, they lost Kroos, they lost Casemiro in recent years. Rodri, I could understand wanting to sign Rodri, but Enzo Fernandez, he's just a player that I've never really seen the hype with. Like, I think he's a good player, and again, this is something I said on Mo's show yesterday. I think he's a good player, Enzo Fernandez, but I don't think was ever worth the amount of money that Chelsea spent on him, and he's probably now not even going to be worth the money that the Real Madrid are going to go spend on him. Obviously, it's not going to be any more than what Chelsea spent, but it should be up there, because I can't imagine Chelsea, especially with their current transfer model that they have, I can't imagine that they'd let him go for a lot under, like, you know, a huge loss. But you know, you never know. I do think Enzo and Cucurella will be leaving Chelsea this summer, and I do think there will be a lot of Chelsea players that do leave Chelsea, and I think Chelsea could be in a very interesting spot. You know, the owners seem to think that they're going to be able to take the club in a new direction in the summer. Whether that's going to be true or not is obviously to be seen. But yeah, no, Chelsea are in a very interesting spot. And you know, as much as I complain about current day City, I would rather be current day City than current day Chelsea 100%, and even then current day Liverpool, because it looks like Arne Slot is going to be their manager next season as well. And given some of the things that he said this season, given some of the things he's done this season, he doesn't deserve to be their manager next season. So, is he going to even be able to turn this around? Because I think he's got to the point of no return with Salah, obviously, with Salah now leaving at the end of the season. It seems that he's had a huge bust up with Curtis Jones. And obviously he's got the backing of the board and the higher-ups, but he doesn't have the backing of the fans, and it doesn't seem like he's got the backing of the players. And the backing of the players is a lot more important than the backing of the board, because the board don't go out and perform on the pitch, do they? Yes, they have they can control whether you keep your job or not, but the players are the ones that work for you at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I think we can get a good win today. Especially if we play how we did in the Carabao Cup final. I do think we can advance to the semis here today and hopefully avoid Arsenal in the semi-finals. You know, it's huge to be the first team to progress into the semis, and obviously either us or Liverpool have the chance to do that right now. And I do think, you know, we've beat Liverpool twice this season, which is something that never happens, especially in the league. We're playing at the Etihad. Liverpool have not been in great form. We also haven't been in great form, but I do think our players are more willing to play for our manager than their players are willing to play for Arne Slot. So, you know, of course I'm going to back us coming into this game, but again, it's Liverpool. Liverpool, one of those teams, is the same with Spurs. I can never be 100% confident that we're going to go and beat them, because anything can happen in this fixture. Literally anything. Especially when, like I've said, Salah hasn't cashed in on his yearly goal against us, his annual goal against us, like that he always gets. You know, whether that be a penalty or a goal from open play, he hasn't cashed in on that yet. And this will obviously be his last opportunity. His last game against Manchester City is this game today. So, is he going to go out with a bang? Hopefully not. But I guess, you know, there's only time will tell. Joe Gomez at right back as well. Doku be licking his lips. Shirky against Kirkez again. Two battles that I'm very excited to see. Obviously, O'Reilly up against Salah. You know, we saw what he did in the first fixture against him this season. Absolutely locked him up. But Haaland against Van Dijk and Konate. You know, is Van Dijk going to nullify Haaland again? Despite the fact that obviously Haaland scored in both of the fixtures this season. Salah hat-trick incoming. Nah, you can't be rage baiting me this. You can't be rage baiting me this early into the stream, my boy. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. I don't know why I said Shirky's gonna be licking his licks coming up against Kirkes when it's obviously gonna be Semenyo. I think it's just because of how I've got the lineups sort of set out. But yeah, no. Obviously Semenyo off the right is what I'm wanting to see. If I have to see Semenyo in the 10, I will be ending the stream. I hope everybody is okay with that. There are two things that will make me end the stream today, right? If Joe Gomez scores against us, if Joe Gomez scores his first goal in professional football today, I will end the stream. And if Semenyo is playing in the 10, I will also end the stream. I would just like everybody to be aware of those two facts. But yeah, no, I think the Joe Gomez one will be a crash out and then I end the stream, because I don't need to see Joe Gomez scoring his first goal in professional football against us. I don't need to. That doesn't need to happen, you know. That could happen to any club in world football, and it doesn't need to happen today against us. So let's stop Joe Gomez from scoring. I think it's more important that Joe Gomez doesn't score than it is for us to win the game. In my humble opinion. In my humble opinion. Do you know what I mean? But you know, we've got a good squad out there. Again, Rodri, he's been in good form. Kusanov, superb. Nunes, superb. Guehi, superb. O'Reilly, superb. Bernardo, hit and miss. Semenyo, hit and miss. Haaland needs to find his feet again. But the rest of them, absolutely superb football players. And they're in very good form. And then I look at Liverpool. I don't think Mamardashvili's that good of a goalkeeper. Joe Gomez, hit or miss. I thought he was absolutely appalling in the first leg against Galatasaray. Van Dijk, Konate, lazy defenders. Kirkes runs around like a headless chicken sometimes. Wirtz is Florian Wirtz. Szoboszlai, one-man team. Mostly half the season. The only man I'm really sort of worried about. Salah, again, not in great form, but he loves to turn up against City. Curtis Jones, again, he's more of a workhorse. I can't really see him being a difference maker in this game. He's gonna put in the hard yards and he's gonna do all the dirty work, but I don't know if he's gonna be the difference maker. Ekitike, is he gonna turn up today? Is he not? Gravenberch, haven't been too impressed with him this season. So, you know, based off form as well, we might not be in the best form, but I think we're still in better form than Liverpool. Gomez from a corner. Yeah, you've lost your mind, buddy. You've lost your mind. Your mind's completely gone. Your mind is so far gone. Where's what I'm trying to do? There we are. Got the cup of black as well. Obviously, it's an early kickoff, so I do need the cup of black. You know, even though like it's almost gonna be 1 p.m. by the time that the game starts. It's never ever too late for your first cup of black of the day. It's never ever too late for your first cup of black of the day. You've got a bet on. Actually, I've got a few minutes before the game kicks off. Let me go on my favourite app. Both teams to score. No, I'm not backing that. Ooh! Hello! What do you mean you dislike my use of coffee? This is a homemade cup of black. It's how God intended it. None of that milk nonsense, none of that sugar nonsense, none of that added syrup to make it taste different nonsense. This is just a cup of Java. Just a nice piping hot cup of Java. Do you know what I mean? Oh man. Ooh, okay. So I just deposit £5. If I just deposit £5. Now there's some bets on here. No, I wouldn't charge £4 for that. Nah. I only did that once and I'm never doing that again. Now, what are we saying on this bet here, right? If you put a tenner on, yeah, you get £510 back, and it's Bernardo, Konate, and Rodri to be booked. What are we saying on that? And I'm gonna put a quid on that actually. I'm just out here like. Think I know what I'm doing here. I'm gambling responsibly. Don't mind me, I'm gambling responsibly. Just ignore me right now, I'm gambling responsibly. Semenyo, Shirky, Salah and Szoboszlai shots on target. Am I back in that? I got sent home from work today because I fucked my back doing delivery. How though? Like, what did you do? Like, can we get like a... Like, how did you do that? How did you do that? Are you able to send me like a... Are you able to like draw me like a Snapchat demonstration of how you've done that? Because to be fair, that's mad. That is mad. You've actually gone mental potentially. Does that rule you out for paintballing? Does that rule you out? No. Have you been ruled out for paintballing? Or are you just gonna get on like a... You're just gonna get on a few like morphine tablets? A few morphine tabs. Bit of codeine. And they're gonna see you through the paintballing session. To be fair, if you get hit with a paintball in the spine, it might actually sort you right out. I reached for a crate and felt a pop in my lower back. Now I can't turn to the left. Yeah, that one happens, to be fair. That one happened. Were you... But the thing is, though, was it your fault? Like, were you practicing proper manual handling that, like, they teach you in, like, the booklet? Were you practicing proper manual handling, or were you just, like... spitballing it? Because sometimes I don't practice proper manual handling, and it does come back to bite me because I kind of forget. Like, you know when you're in flow state of just picking things up, so then you start accidentally lifting with your back and not your legs. That does happen to me on occasion. I think it's just because you didn't start your day with a nice cup of black. Get a nice little cup of black, and you're on it, mate. And you're on it. I'm telling you. Got these couple bets on. I was doing the proper way, especially because I was just trying to waste time. Oh, so you were being extra safe and you still fucked up, is what you're saying. Paintball is, bro, I'm telling you, just one little paintball to your lower back, and I'm telling you, everything's right as rain. Oh, we got a few minutes till kickoff now, and the cup of black's almost done, so I'm almost charged. I'm almost fully charged for a potential crash out. But I don't think there will be a crash out today, because you know what? I'm coming into this game extremely positive. After what I saw against Arsenal, I'm back. Nah, that's got to be done. Respectfully, that does have to be done. But nah, like after that game against Arsenal, the two Real Madrid games, the West Ham game, they're out of my mind. Yeah, you've lost your mind. There's only one Egyptian scoring today, and I don't even think he's not even on the pitch. I think he's on the bench there. I actually don't even know if Marmoush's on the bench. You know what, right? People actually keep telling me, Marmoush's been a flop at Man City, right? And like, I don't understand where this comes from, right? Let's actually look at Omar Marmoush's numbers for City. Should we look at Omar Marmoush's numbers for City? Alright, they're not. His numbers for City in the FA Cup this season are obviously quite good. But if I just stats by club, right? Bro, he scored 14 goals and got 6 assists for City. Like, that's more than what certain men are doing for other clubs, you know. Like, I'm not trying to say that Marmoush has come here. That's facts. I'm not coming on here and saying Marmoush has set the world alight playing for Manchester City, right? But what I am trying to say, what I am coming on here to try and say, is that he's not been a flop, right? I've seen worse people play for my football club. I've seen worse players play in this league. I've seen some atrocious players play in this league. Do you know what's sad? That I don't have commentary on, so I don't get to listen to Joe Hart's commentary. I do love a bit of Joe Hart's commentary, but you know, sometimes you just gotta sometimes you gotta sacrifice a Joe Hart's commentary for the greater good of the content. How much did we even pay for Marmoush? How much did we pay for Marmoush? We paid 75 million euros. We paid 75 million euros for Marmoush. But Omar Marmoush, despite the fact he missed the penalty in the FA Cup final, he was the single-handedly got us Champions League football last season. Did him getting us Champions League football amount to anything? No, it didn't, because we just got absolutely embarrassed in the Champions League. But I like I've said, I forgot about that game. That game doesn't exist in my head anymore. But you know, yeah. Come on, lads. We need a nice little easy 2-0 win today. Like nothing crazy. I need a nice little Rodri goal and then a nice little kiss of the badge, and that'll heal me. And that will heal me. A nice little Rodri screamer and a kiss of the badge, and that'll heal me. That'll heal all the damage he's done to me over the past week. I can't remember. Is Linders on the touchline today? If Linders is on the touchline today, it could be long. Rodri is not saying goodbye. That's false news. False allegation. That's a fake narrative created by the media for increased click-through rate on their articles. This is a serious cup. I think I need a Nathaniel Knows Ball cup for my coffee. I think. I think I need a cup that says Nathaniel Knows Java. I think that's what we need. Does anyone want to fund me getting a coffee cup that says Nathaniel Knows Java? No way Frimpong's already on the bench. I thought he was injured. Oh. Yeah, that's the that's actually that's actually that's gotta go. You can't be typing that. That's actually gotta go. How do I get rid of that? Why is it not letting me get rid of that? What's going on? You've actually lost your mind. You That's gotta go. You can't. You're on strike one. You can't be saying that. 8 goals this season for Nico O'Reilly. Yeah, and the way I interpreted that puts you on strike one. It's 8 goals in 16 appearances in the FA Cup for Mo Salah. Oh, Pep Linders knows ball. Come on, Linders. Now, we're about to play Linders ball. I'm so ready for Linders ball. I'm not ready for Linders ball. I am not ready for Pep Linders ball. I'm not ready for Pep Linders ball. Because I think it's going to change my life. Pep Linders ball might be about to change my life. Oh, that guy's holding his scarf upside down. That's my biggest pet peeve. Anytime I'm at the football and I've got my scarf, I've got to make sure I'm holding it the right way around. This is a huge game for the boys. Huge game for the boys. Huge game for Pep Linders' legacy. This is a huge game for the Linders legacy, lads. And Salah's about to get us underway at the Etihad. And they've done the PSG kickoff routine and put it out for a throw in our half. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go. Come on, City lads. Nunes on the throw. Oh, nah. Why is the score in the bottom corner? Ugh. What are TNT thinking? Nah. Why is that there? Oh, go on, O'Reilly, lad. Nah. Why is that down there? That's actually annoying me. I need to do something about that. No, that's actually annoying me. Like, what is that? Oh, I don't like that at all. Doku away from Gomez. Cuts inside. Still Doku. Cuts inside Wirtz. He's got O'Reilly on the overlap. And then he's got Bernardo overlapping him, but he goes inside to Doku. Doku shoots. Oh, and it's wide. I do love Doku, man. Like, Doku might not be like... He definitely splits opinions. Some people think Doku's terrible, but I think he's great. There we go. So I just had to put out my tweet of disgust about the fact that TNT have the flipping score in the bottom corner. I don't like. We got Guardiola up in the stands. He looks very, very happy. Van Dijk, Konate. Mamardashvili. He goes long in search of Ekatike, but it's brought down by Kusanov, who then hooks it out to O'Reilly. Goes forward to Doku, who is fouled by Gomez, surely. Okay, no, Mike Oliver's lost his mind if he doesn't think that's a foul. And now it's Salah. And now it's Ekatike. Now, Mike Oliver's actually lost his marbles. How is that not a foul? Nah, I'm actually disgusted. How is that not a foul? Now we've got Wirtz. Still Wirtz. He then hooks it out over to Ekatike. One touchdown. Cuts inside. Back out to Wirtz. Wirtz shoots. And it's blocked by Kusanov and seen through to James Trafford. Like Wirtz, I could put up with Wirtz scoring. It would be depressing, but I could put up with Wirtz scoring. But like I said, Joe Gomez and the stream goes off respectfully. Like that's not something I can deal with personally. Cherky dummies it, leaves it for Semenyo, but Curtis Jones wins it back. And then he's fouled and Oliver gives a free kick. Because of course Oliver gives a free kick. I don't even know if I think that's a foul, if I'm honest. Nah, so don't do it, Dom. Sobozla, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Please don't do it. 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 You don't need to. Like, there's no need for you to attempt it from this range. Don't do it. We've got the one-man wall. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Trafford, please. For the love of everything that's holy, Trafford, don't let him do it. Nah, he's crossed it in. Konate heads it forward and it's claimed by Trafford. Trafford didn't let him do it. Trafford did not let him do it. That's a big respect. Now we've got O'Reilly. He pumps it forward in search of Doku, but it's brought down by Gomez for Gravenberch, who then tries to hook it forward for Salah, but it comes off O'Reilly for a throw-in. Konate. Mamardashvili. To be fair, Liverpool have pinned us in quite well every time we try to build up from the back. We are struggling to get it out, but their long balls aren't exactly the greatest because Kusanov brings another one down from Mamardashvili. And now it's Rodri who passes it to O'Reilly. Doku. And then that comes off of Gomez for a throw-in. O'Reilly. Gay. Rodri. O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Nunes. Now it's Semenyo to run at Kirkes for the first time. Semenyo goes to go inside for Cherky, but it's intercepted by Ekitike. Now it's Jones. Van Dijk's ball out is intercepted by Nunes. Now it is Cherky again. Ryan Cherky. He goes for the cross and it's blocked by Kirkes, and that will be a corner. First Manchester City corner of the game. First corner of the game, full stop. Cherky, what have you got for me right now? What have you got for me? I need something spectacular right now. What do you have for me, my boy? Oh, never mind, it's Bernardo taking it. Bernardo, what have you got for me? What do you have for me, boys? What do you have for me? Bernardo with a corner, and he's just put it straight on top of Mamardashvili. That is... What is the point? What is the point in Manchester City taking corners? Like, really? Really, what is the point? Our set pieces are the worst thing I've ever seen. Every single time. Gahey wins the aerial ball. Then it's knocked down by Gomez. Now it's Szoboszlai. He cuts it inside to Wirtz, who goes back to Szoboszlai, who now finds Gravenberch. Gravenberch can storm forward. He's got Salah ahead of him. He's got Ekitike ahead of him. He goes for Ekitike. He then goes to flick it across to Szoboszlai, who finds Wirtz. And then he has the ball taken off him by Rodri. Now it's Doku. He runs away from Szoboszlai and Gomez and then runs straight into Gomez. I think you'd benefit from getting a throw-in instead now, because we're not really good at throw-ins either. Like anything dead ball related, we're absolutely dross at, if I'm totally honest. Like, I don't remember the last time we did anything from a dead ball situation other than Haaland scoring a penalty at Anfield. And that was like many moons ago. Joe Gomez with a cross. Szoboszlai's shot blocked by Bernardo Silva. Now it's Konate, Gravenberch, Gomez. The drop ball only works if the ball gets to roll like a tad before we touch it, and then maybe we're in business. Curtis Jones. Gomez. Virgil van Dijk. Ekitike. Out on the left wing. He goes inside to Kirkes, back to Ekitike. Now it's Van Dijk. Jones. Konate. Yeah, Liverpool has been really patient with it. Oh, never mind. Konate's put it out for a throw into City. Never mind. I was about to say Liverpool being very patient with it, and then I look up and Konate's put it out for a throw. O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. Rodri, Kusanov, Gahey, Rodri, now it's Nunes. Oof, that's a crazy, okay, Cherky's lost his mind a little bit there, and now Semenyo's committed another foul. No one's placing that bet, because that's not, respectfully, that's not happening. Like, No, that's not happening. Jones picking up the ball in the Liverpool back line. He goes to Van Dijk. And he goes back to Jones. Again, City doing the same sort of pressing structures we did against Arsenal. Not pressing at all and just putting a big wall of 4 in front of the back line so they can't pick out a nice little driven pass into the midfield. But Curtis Jones has done well there to find Wirtz. And then he goes forward to Ekitike, who's got Kirkes on the overlap. But he goes inside to Wirtz. And then he goes back to Ekitike. Ekitike shoots and he drags it wide for a goal kick. That was good play there from Liverpool though. It was really good from Jones to be able to find the pass out to Wirtz. Haaland again, he doesn't seem too happy with it. He's sort of throwing his arms around. It's a good little 1-2 here from Ekitike and Wirtz. And should he lay it off to Dom? Potentially. He should probably lay it off for Szoboszlai, but I'm not complaining. Rodri. Nunez. Guéhi. Rodri. Ryan Cherki. He's got space to run into here, does the Frenchman. Cherki. Still Cherki. He plays it through to Haaland, but it's a brilliant block there by Van Dijk. But now it's O'Reilly. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Kusanov. Bernardo Silva again. Guéhi. Doku. Wrestled off the ball there by Gomez. And then O'Reilly commits a foul on Szoboszlai, and that's going to be a free kick. I've not been too impressed by our start to this game, if I'm going to be totally honest. I've been I'd probably say, I'm not going to say the furthest thing from impressed, but I've definitely been disappointed in some of the stuff I've seen from us going forward. And defensively as well. We just keep committing easy fouls. Mamardashvili. Van Dijk. Guéhi presses high to win the ball, but his pass goes straight to Szoboszlai. But it's one back by Guéhi, and then it's one back by Szoboszlai again. But now it's Rodri. Kusanov. Cherki. Nunez. Antoine Semenyo. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Guéhi. Still Mark Guéhi. Inside to Bernardo Silva. Back out to Guéhi. Now Bernardo again. He's wrestled off the ball. And then Konate sees it out for a throw-in. Yeah, that was a slightly better. Again, still not overly convinced by what I'm seeing going forward from City here. Now Rodri. Guéhi. O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. Again, not much movement for him. And no one really moving into much space for him to pick out. Rodri. Kusanov. Rodri. O'Reilly. Guéhi. He goes back to Rodri. Then who goes out to Nunez? Nunez shoots! And it's straight at Mamardashvili. It was a very, very poor shot from Nunez, if I'm honest. Then Mamardashvili was to dispose of that one quickly, and he finds Salah in behind, and he's got Kusanov chasing. Kusanov heads it back into Salah's pass. Salah shoots, and he drags it wide. We got let off there. We definitely got let off there big time. That was vintage Salah. That was vintage Salah. We've seen him do that many times. It's usually Alisson playing the ball to him, but this time it was Mamardashvili. It comes straight over the top. He peels off the back of Guéhi. Kusanov has to recover. He doesn't get enough on the header. And then Salah shoots. And does Kusanov get his foot on the ball just before Salah shoots? Actually, fair play. Fair play. That is excellent defending from Kusanov. That is outrageous defending there from Kusanov. At first, I thought Salah just dragged it wide. But Kursanov was able to recover from his poor header and get enough on it and put it out for a throw-in. So, fair dues, fair dues. Throw-in now by Joe Gomez. Trafford just gets enough on it and it goes to Shirky, who hooks it forward to Kirkez. Steve, furthest player back for Liverpool. Now it's Ekitike. Inside to Wirtz. Now Ekitike. Now Wirtz again. He finds Van Dijk. Now he finds Jones. Now it's Gomez. Gomez for the cross. Blocked by Doku. Still Gomez there. Gravenberch. He goes long to find Wirtz in behind. But Trafford's able to claim that one with ease, to be fair, despite the onrush in Florian Wirtz. Now it's Rodri. Out to O'Reilly. He goes back to Guehi. Now it's Rodri. Bernardo. Rodri. Haaland. Guehi. Bernardo. Rodri again. Again, not much movement ahead of him from any City players really trying to make any space. But now it's Bernardo Silva. He finds Ryan Shirky. Ryan Shirky! Oh, and Kirkez and Mamardashvili do enough to prevent him from getting a clear shot off on goal. Now it's Ekitike. He goes forward this time to Salah, and he's got Guehi to keep him company this time. Rodri's just fouled Szoboszlai off the ball. It's still Salah twisted and turning, and then Guehi puts it out for a corner. Wait, goal kick. Never mind, goal kick. No, yeah, this was a good run. Good run from Bernardo Silva. He does really well to pick out Shirky here, and the first touch just lets him down. The first touch just lets him down completely there. But it's good from Kirkez, and it's good from Mamardashvili as well. But yeah, no, Kirkez should probably do better with his first touch. It's Haaland. Now O'Reilly. Now Erling Haaland. He rides the challenge initially from Gravenberch and still keeps going Erling Haaland. And now it's Shirky. And now Haaland again. Semenyo. Shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Van Dijk. Rodri. Doku. Shirky's claiming for a penalty. Shirky wants a penalty. Oliver doesn't look too interested. I'm not too sure what happened there, so I'm going to need to see a bit more of a close-up view of that one. So Haaland drops it back to Shirky. Kirkez comes across, and I don't think he gets any of the ball there. No, he's got none of the ball, and he's went straight through Shirky. So VAR should definitely have a look at that, and they are going to have a look at it. I think. I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on. I can't hear that. I'm going to say, from the looks of it, it looks like they're not giving a penalty. Pep is absolutely amazed that they haven't given a penalty after they've showed him on the big screen behind him. But play goes on anyway. It's Rodri. That was really good work from Erling Haaland though to get us even in that position. Bernardo, Kursanov. Bernardo again. He's fouled by Salah, and it will be a free kick to see. How is that not a penalty though? Like, now it's Semenyo. Inside to Shirky. Now Rodri. Now Bernardo Silva. Shirky. Bernardo. Back to Bernardo. Again, not much space ahead of him, but he finds Rodri. He goes straight back to Bernardo. Now it's O'Reilly. Bernardo again. Guehi. Doku. And Liverpool doubling up on him here, but he goes to run past Gomez, who stays with him. But then he cuts inside of Szoboszlai, and then back to Bernardo Silva once again. Bernardo to Rodri. Rodri to Guehi. Gehi to Kusanov. Now Nunes. He goes out to Semenyo. Not the greatest first touch, but he's got time to run at Kirkes here, and he does. It's former teammate, obviously, at Bournemouth last season, and then Wirtz puts it out for, I think, a corner. Yeah, corner to City, taken by Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva on the corner. Once again, doesn't beat his first man, and it's an atrocious corner from City. But there's no point in getting mad because it's going to happen every single time. Now Cherki. Oh wait, never mind. Bernardo Silva didn't keep the ball in, and it's a throw into Liverpool. Szoboszlai. Jones. Szoboszlai on a free kick from deep for Liverpool to try loft it into the box. I mean, other than that little bit of play that led to the penalty claim, I haven't really seen too much that's really excited me from City going forward in this opening 20 minutes. But again, still got a long way to go. Still need a Liverpool shot on target and 2 Liverpool corners in this first half to keep one of my bets alive. I think what was the other one as well? I need, yeah. Throw in from Gomez. Headed out by Nunes. Cherki chases down Jones, but Jones gets the header back to Kirkes. And then Kirkes hurriedly kicks it forward and out for a City throw-in while being, again, chased down by Cherki. So Nunes on the throw. He goes back to Kusanov. Now it's Rodri. Trafford. Who then kicks it out to Nunes, which I believe that looked like a Travella from here, but then Jones comes away with the ball off Cherki, and now it's Ekitike. He's tackled by Kusanov, but the ball drops to Szoboszlai, but he's wrestled off the ball by Doku, and it's still Doku, who believes he was fouled by Gravenberch, and Michael Oliver is going to give the foul and book Ryan Gravenberch. So yeah, it's a yellow card there for Gravenberch. Rodri. He pumps it forward to Semenyo, but he's put too much on it and it goes straight to Mamardashvili. Ekitike. Wirtz. Still Wirtz. And he goes back to Van Dijk. Again, I feel like at the minute we're just playing too many. I mean, both teams are just playing a lot with long balls and not really creating much of substance in the final third. Which again, Liverpool can do that all day long, but City, we need to sort of buck up our ideas a little bit and start having some runners off of the ball, because I'd say other than Doku and Cherki, I don't see much movement off the ball when we've got Rodri or Bernardo sitting in the midfield area with the ball. It's very static. Kirkes does well to get away from Shirky. Now it's Wirtz. Jones. Kirkes. Jones again. Kirkes. Then Jones goes long in search of Salah, but that will be seen out for a goal kick. So you've got, what, 25 minutes on the clock, still 0-0 here, and I mean, has it been the best game of football? No, not really, no. Have we played better than we did in the first half against Arsenal? Yeah, I think we have, but that's obviously to be expected. I think Liverpool are, in form-wise, a lot worse off than Arsenal, and that's obviously reflected in the league table. O'Reilly over to Doku, I believe, is offside, and he is offside, and it will be a free kick to Liverpool. It was nice work though by O'Reilly to get the ball to him, but unfortunately Doku wasn't able to hold his run. Got Konate now. Mamadashvili out to Gomez, who's pressed by O'Reilly, but he's not able to stop Gomez going forward. Now it's Jones. His pass is poor out to Ekitike, but Semenyo slips before he can intercept it, and Ekitike is the one that picks up the ball. Van Dijk, Jones. Konate forward to Wirtz, and now out to Salah. Salah against O'Reilly. Back to Szoboszlai. Now Salah. Salah hooks one across. Jones brings it down. And then his pass back. Ooh! Ekitike takes a nice little snapshot at the edge of the box, but it's always rising and goes out for a goal kick. But yeah, Salah gets it back to Jones. Jones brings it down nicely. Goes to try find Gravenberch with the layoff. Rodri intercepts it, but the ball just bounces away from him and lands at Ekitike's feet, and he's able to get the shot off, and luckily for us it goes over the bar and out of play. But we definitely need to start seeing a lot more possession and meaningful possession as well. I think Semenyo may have handballed that there. Van Dijk. Forward to Wirtz. He gets it across to Szoboszlai. He's got Salah advancing ahead of him, but it's still Szoboszlai. He crosses it across to Ekitike, who lets it drop for Jones. Now it's Ekitike again, and it's offside, so free kick to see. Got Sir Alex in attendance today. Nunes. That's a poor ball forward to Semenyo, and Kirkes comes away with it. Then Kirkes puts it out of play, so it's a throw in to City. Bernardo Silva, Shirky, away from Szoboszlai. Now it's O'Reilly. Forward to Doku, who's got space to run at Gomez and make his way into the box, but he tries to lay it off. Tries to lay it off to O'Reilly at the edge of the box. O'Reilly's already advanced into the box. Szoboszlai's able to get a block on it, and it takes out for a corner to City. I think, yeah, it's just, yeah. O'Reilly's box crashing, and Doku wants to lay it off to him on the edge of the box. Now we've got Doku out to take the corner. He's got Shirky short, so hopefully we take that short option and we do not take this corner into the edge, into the box. Yeah, Doku does go short to Shirky. And then he goes to the edge of the box to Bernardo Silva, who then lays it across to O'Reilly. O'Reilly takes a touch, takes 2 touches, then out to Doku, who can run at Kirkes, who then gets the cross across, but it's hooked away by Van Dijk. Throw into City. It's good defending there by Virgil van Dijk. It's a dangerous cross as well. Shirky with a long throw in the middle to Kusanov. Now it's Rodri. He takes a touch around Ekitike, who tries to pull him back, isn't successful, and now it's Doku. He's got 3 men on him out on that left-hand side, but is able to find the ball back to Bernardo Silva, who then finds Shirky. Rodri. Semenyo. Can run at Kirkes again, does run at Kirkes, does cross it across. It's palmed away by Mamadashvili, only as far as Doku, but his ball into the middle is intercepted by Wirtz. Now it's Ekitike. Wirtz. He's tackled by Nunes. It could be a throw into Liverpool. Again, Doku's final ball at the minute is not the greatest. Again, he's getting himself into the positions, but the final ball isn't great. Again, good cross by Semenyo. Very, very good cross by Semenyo. I mean, takes the deflection up off of Kirkes, and Mamadashvili has to deal with it, and of course he does. Konate. Back to Mamadashvili. And then that goes out for a throw into City. Taken by Nunes. Nunes into Rodri. Nunes again. Kusanov. Bernardo Silva. Still Bernardo Silva. Not really many options for him ahead of him, but he finds Rodri. Again, same sort of issue for Rodri here. Not much going forward for him here. So he goes sideways to Nunes and then he goes to Shirky. Ryan Shirky for City. Goes to run into the Liverpool box. Still Shirky. He finds Haaland. Gehi. Doku. Shirky. Goes back to Doku. Can Doku keep it in? No, he can't. It's going to be a goal kick to Liverpool. Yeah, it was a good idea from Shirky, but I guess obviously the execution wasn't the greatest, or else Doku would have been able to keep it on play. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, Mamadashvili. He goes forward in search for Ekitike, but once again he's beat in the air by Kusanov. Now it's Haaland. He knocks it down for Semenyo, who knocks it back to Nunes. Nunes inside to Rodri. He just about gets past Wirtz and then is fouled by Wirtz. Rodri. Gehi. He tries to find Doku. Is intercepted by Gomez. Ekitike spins past Rodri, and now it's Kirkes to run into space. He's got Nunes tracking him down. And then he tries to go inside Nunes, and it's blocked by Nunes and out for a throw into Liverpool. It's good defensive work there by Mateus Nunes. And then is that a book into Rodri? Has Rodri just been booked there? Yeah, Rodri has just been booked. So that's a booking for Rodri. So throw into Liverpool will be taken by Joe Gomez once again. Gomez with a throw. Launched in towards Konate. Drops for Gravenberch on the edge of the box. Now it's Jones. Back out to Joe Gomez. He goes for the cross. And it finds Van Dijk, who tries to cook it back to Ekitike, but O'Reilly comes away with it. His pass to Doku's overhit, and now it's Szoboszlai once again because City just struggled to get the ball out. Now it's Milos Kerkez. Konate. Salah to run at O'Reilly. He gets it inside to Ekitike. Now it's Gravenberch. Jones. Wirtz. Jones. Ekitike. Now it's Shirky that comes away with the ball. Back to Nunes. Nunes takes a heavy touch, was able to guide it on to Kusanov. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Trafford. Kusanov. Forward to Semenyo. Out wide to Shirky. Inside to Rodri. Nice little Ronaldo chop inside as well. Now it's O'Reilly. And City do have numbers pouring forward now. No, nothing has happened. If I'm being honest, absolutely nothing has happened here. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Gehi. Rodri. Rodri shoot. Rodri shoot. It hits off of Ekitike. Now it's O'Reilly. And then he goes to cut it across and it comes off of Szoboszlai for a corner. Where have I put my bottle of water? Oh, it's down there. I just went to go grab my bottle of water and I couldn't find it. Pep looks stressed. Pep looks very stressed. But we've got Shirky on the corner. This time it doesn't look like we're going to go short, which is always a problem. Shirky on the corner. Once again, does not beat the first man. Every time. And I think it's the issue is it doesn't matter who's taking it. We get the same outcome, and that's a problem. We got Bernardo Silva now coming forward. Still Bernardo Silva. He finds Semenyo. Rodri. Nunes. Still Nunes. He finds O'Reilly. He's brought down in the box. And the ref gives a penalty. Michael Oliver's give the penalty. Come on, Erling. Yeah, that's 100% a penalty. Van Dijk's just come steamed into the side of O'Reilly and just got nowhere near the ball. Absolutely nowhere near the ball. Virgil van Dijk. Come on, Erling. Come on, Erling. Scored one against Liverpool this season. Missed one had one saved by Marmonashvili this season. Third penalty against Liverpool this season. He's got 50% conversion rate even. Come on, Erling. Nothing stupid, lad. Erling Haaland! 1-0! I didn't doubt you, son. I did not doubt you. I did not doubt you. Ignore that silence before he took the penalty because I did not doubt him. 1-0 City. Erling Haaland with the goal. Bro, penalty or not, I don't even care. Get in, lads. It's a beautiful penalty as well. And it was a well-worked move to win the penalty. So it's a W all round, really. Come on, lads. Absolutely beautiful penalty tucked into the corner. Sends Mamardashvili the wrong way. Huge goal. Huge goal. RF, I know you love that one as well, my boy. I know you love that goal as well. Get in, Erling. Come on, Erling, lad. Literally, what, 6 minutes before half time as well. Gotta love it. Now just keep it going, City. Keep it going. Yeah, ball's lofted forward and it goes straight to Trafford. That's Gehi. Kusanov. Rodri. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Gahey. I just realised you kind of like... I get that. It's I either get told I look like Shirky or I get told I look like Vardiol. Now here's Haaland again. Still Haaland. He tries to find O'Reilly, but it's blocked by Van Dijk. I think he should have went for that pass earlier. But yeah, no, I either get told I look like Shirky or it's Vardiol. Kind of depends on the day, really. I mean, they're not the worst two lookalikes to have. I can definitely think of worse players to be compared to. But yeah, Shirky and Vardiol are the ones I get the most. I don't think there's anyone else that that I get that anyone tries to say. I remember when I had really long hair and Ain't Nori also had long hair at Wolves, I did get told I looked like Ain't Nori once. Kusanov. Bernardo Silva, now Rodri. Now back to Kusanov. Now it's Gahey. O'Reilly. Doku. Shirky. Bernardo Silva. I just don't look like Bentaleb though, do I? That's the issue. I just do not look like Bentaleb. That's just like... Don't make me pull up... Alright, at halftime I'm pulling up a picture of fucking Bentaleb on stream because I do not look like Bentaleb. Forward now to O'Reilly, who's just about onside. Now it's Doku. He goes back to Shirky. And now it's Doku, Shirky. Remember guys, make sure to like the stream if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel, especially if you're currently enjoying the City 1-0 lead. Hopefully we can extend it. Bernardo Silva. Goes out to Semenyo. He's 1-on-1 with Kirkez. Shirky. Rodri. Gahey. Doku. Still Doku. Out to Rodri. Gahey. Doku again. Getting all the Liverpool defenders out on that left hand side. Gahey with a cross. Shirky brings it down. And then he goes for the reverse pass. And he does just about find Nunez. And the cross goes all the way over. And it's retrieved by Gahey. So City's still coming forward. Kusanov. Bernardo Silva. Shirky. Still Shirky. Gahey. Rodri, crossfield ball to Bernardo Silva, who brings it down nicely. Then goes back to Nunez. Then plays it inside to Semenyo. Controls it nicely, again brings it back out onto the right hand side. And then spins round Wirtz and Jones to cross it into O'Reilly, who knocks it back for Doku, who finds Rodri, who then finds Shirky, who then miscontrols the ball and puts it out for a goal kick. That was a really good spell of possession there from City, really, really good to end the half. Hopefully Liverpool can't muster up anything from here and we can get into half-time at 1-0. Kusanov. Rodri. Skips away from Ekitike. Now out to Semenyo. Goes back to Shirky. Inside to Rodri. Now it's Nunez. Bernardo Silva. He goes long in search of Doku. And Gomez misses the header. And it's been blown as offside. What? Oh, it's a foul. He gives a foul, sorry. Stream idea, watch along, but every time City put a corner into the first man, you take a shot. No, I'm not doing that. Because we actually get a surprising amount of corners as well. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that, no. Kusanov brings it down for Rodri. Now it's O'Reilly. That's a brilliant touch inside Szoboszlai there, and then to go back outside of him as well, and then to keep the ball, and then to put out for a throw-in. Oh man. Yeah, and there's a minute and a half left, and I'm going to guess there's going to be about 3-4 minutes of added time at the end of this first half, given the stoppages. 3 or 4 minutes is my guess. Gravenberch, Konate. 2 minutes added on. 2 minutes. Free kick to Liverpool. Forward to Ekitike, who's out on the left, who then tries to take it round Nunez, who can't, and then puts it out for a goal kick. Minute and a half left of this first half. Think of the content. I'm not doing that. But alright, I need to buy shot glasses. Actually, I don't own any shot glasses, so maybe potentially we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that at some point. There's potential there. We might do that. Now it's O'Reilly. He goes long in search of Haaland. Van Dijk brings it down, and then Jones retrieves the second ball just before it can get to Semenyo. Curtis Jones. He's tackled by Semenyo and it goes out for a throw-in. 1 minute left in this first half. Still 1-0 to City at the Etihad. Kirkes. Now it's Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Wirtz is definitely Liverpool's best player this match. I don't think so. I'd say Ekitike has been slightly better, personally. I'd say Ekitike has been slightly better. But I think it's between the two. Haaland! 2-0! What a cross from Semenyo! What a goal from Erling Haaland! Get in! Get in! Get in! Come on, Erling! Come on! What a cross! And what a header! Huge! 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 Let's have a little look at this here. That's an outrageous cross. Nunez just knocks it nicely outside to Shirky, who then plays it a nice one round the corner to Semenyo. Bam! First time cross. Haaland gets across Konate and just guides that one into the back of the net. Haaland is back indeed, RF. You are correct in saying that. Erling Haaland is back. What a cross. And what a header from Erling Haaland. That's half time. What now? What end to the first half that is. That's a beautiful goal. That's a well worked goal from sort of all four of the men involved. It's a beautiful cross, and it's a beautiful cross, and it's a beautiful goal as well by Haaland. I'm going to quickly run to the toilet, and then we'll give a little halftime debrief. Right, we're back. We're back. Resorting to Route 1, it is not Route 1 football. You've lost your mind. Right, what's Twitter telling me? And what's Twitter telling me about this? Because I think it was an interesting first half. I think we were quite poor at the start of the first half, I'm honest. I thought Liverpool were the better team for the first probably 20-25 minutes. But I think we've grown into the game, and we've looked a lot better at the end of the second half. Again, I think Bernardo's been very good today. I think Rodri as well. Despite the silly yellow card he picked up for the foul on Ekitike. I think Kusanov's been superb. I think O'Reilly, Nunes again superb. Haaland, just Erling Haaland as well. I think he's played very, very well across the whole front line today. I gotta find something to make my hate watch worthwhile. Bro, you're watching the corner's not enough. Watching our terrible corners not enough. Like, oh man, if I could actually spell. No, how is it not? Our corners are absolutely disgraceful. But no, I think when I look at this first half again, I think Liverpool have looked dangerous. Liverpool have definitely looked dangerous with the combination play between Wirtz and Ekitike in particular. I think those two have been a huge shining light for Liverpool. I think Szoboszlai at times has been good. I think sometimes he's a little too selfish on the edge of the box and doesn't play the extra pass. But like some of the other players, I think Gravenberch has been a bit of a passenger. I think Joe Gomez has actually done quite well against Doku out wide. I don't think Kirkes on the other side can have that same grace levied at him. I don't think he's been as good against Bernardo Silva, Nunes, and Semenyo. But I think for what it is, right, I think Gomez has played pretty well on a Liverpool flank. I think Ekitike, again, I think the main issue with Ekitike's game for Liverpool has been when Mamardashvili goes long. It's always Kusanov winning the ball. I thought that defending from Kusanov for that Salah chance after messing up the header, I think that was superb defending to put that ball out for a throw-in. And yeah, I think, just 2-0 lead now, 45 minutes to go, and then we're in the semi-finals. Nice and simple, lads. Obviously, one of my bets hasn't come in though, which is quite dark because obviously I didn't get the. So that bet's not come in. But Rodri's been booked. I just need Kanate and Bernardo to be booked. I need two Semenyo shots on target as well. Cause I've got the 2 Haaland shots on target. We've got the Man City win because that's obviously been paid out. So come on, Semenyo, 2 shots on target. Has he even had one? Let me check the stats because that gets me a tenner. So that's like my money back. And then the other one's 40 quid. Right, let's look at the stats. Has Semenyo had 1 shot on target? Semenyo has not had a shot on target. Okay. Well, we're back to the drawing board on that one. We are really back to the drawing board on that one. Because I actually thought Semenyo had a shot on target, but I think it actually might have deflected off of a defender now that I think about it. But that was a comfortable end to the second half. Again, the first half. Again, that second goal come out of absolutely nowhere. Like, I thought we were just going to see it out in that corner for the last like what 10-30 seconds of the half. It's beautiful work from Cherki and Semenyo to link up on that far side, and the cross is superb. Again, they're showing the penalty again. I think it's a stonewall penalty. It's a good touch. Very, very good touch from O'Reilly. He shielded the ball away from Van Dijk really well, and the only thing the Dutchman can do is go straight through O'Reilly and give away the penalty. Again, very, very calm penalty from Haaland. Very, very calm penalty from Haaland to put us 1-0 up in the 39th minute. Very, very, very good penalty. I mean, as well, I think their best chance... I mean, their one shot on target came from Konate, and it wasn't a great header from that Szoboszlai free kick. But we come on to the second goal now, and it's Nunes. Nice ball out to Cherki. Cherki finds Semenyo on the inside, and the cross, the movement, the finish. It's all just... Like, you look at where Haaland starts. Haaland starts... and he drifts in behind Konate. And then as soon as Semenyo gets the ball, he's straight across. So, and Konate can't... Like, he doesn't know what to do because there's so much space between... I think it's Curtis Jones. I think it's Curtis Jones, the player in front of Konate. There's so much space between Konate and Jones. So much empty space. Konate doesn't have time to react to close down that space that Haaland's running into. And I think it's because Konate's not looked over his shoulder once. He knows Haaland's in and amongst that area, but he doesn't know how he's positioned. He doesn't know what he's going to do next. He doesn't know how close he is to him. So as soon as Haaland comes across, the first thing Konate tries to do is put his body weight in front of him, because he knows if he gets in front of him, it's game over. And it was game over in that regard. Yo, my dog, you winning. We are winning, my boy. We are winning. Haaland scored a brace. Scored a penalty, and then an excellent header on the verge of half time. I do have one thing to say to you though, Lamar. Keep your hands off Rodri. Please keep your hands off Rodri. Go sign Enzo and just keep stay away from Rodri, yeah, and just keep your focus on Enzo. Just take Enzo and move on with your day. Don't come for my goal. Don't come for my goal. Please don't come for my goal. He's my goal. Please don't. He doesn't need to join you lot. He doesn't need to join you. What is no, that is right. No, that's fine. Nah, yeah. So stay away from Rodri, please. He doesn't need to. Nah, you don't, but that's the thing though. That's the thing. You don't need him, but you'll sign him anyway. Like, go sign some centre backs, please. Please just go sign some centre backs. Sign a replacement for Militao. Sign a replacement for Alaba. You know, we'll go sort all that stuff out. Yeah, go sign a backup number 9. Stay away from Rodri. Please stay away from Rodri. Haaland is back, mate. That pen did him a world of good for his form at the crucial stage of the season. O'Reilly looked untouchable today. Great performance. Should see this off. One thing I will say there, Mo, as well, is Haaland, like, even before that goal, I think I think it was just before. I think it was just before. It was just before the potential penalty on Shirky, where we're looking at Haaland, and he just picked up the ball from around the halfway line, and he just stormed forward with the ball, and you couldn't get him off the ball. I think overall in the front part of the pitch, he's been exceptional. And no, unfortunately, this is the FA Cup quarters. So obviously this would book us a semi-final, but it's the biggest game of the round. I think you got Liverpool versus City, you got Chelsea versus Port Vale, Arsenal versus Southampton, and there's another game in there. There is another game in there. I actually don't know what it is off the top of my head. What's the other FA Cup game? Is there another FA Cup? What's the other FA Cup game? Oh, Leeds and West Ham. Leeds and West Ham are the FA Cup games for this round. Right, what's going on in here? I hope you lot win it from Arsenal. Yeah, nah, exactly that. And Vibes, you asked what he's got against you. Rice scored like the only 2 free kicks of his career within in a 15-minute period against you, against them. Like, that would make me mad as well. That would make me mad. Rice had his Valverde moment against you. That's what happened. Yeah, nah, Courtois only wants to go octopus mode when he's playing against Man City. Like, I even remember, Lamar, when we beat you 4-0 in 2023, and Courtois was still having a mad game. I remember there were two Haaland chances before Bernardo put us 1-0 up, and Courtois just made the 2 maddest saves I've ever seen. So even when we were beating Real Madrid 4-0, Courtois was still having the game of his life. So, like I say, Courtois and Valverde, they have a hater in me for life. Courtois and Valverde have a hater in me for life. Like, Courtois and Valverde never. Haaland's first City hat-trick this season incoming. Potentially, but I think Marmoush might come on before that happens. I'd love to buck Arsenal when we're on form. You need to do it respectfully. Actually, no. Because you're not even on the right side of the draw. You'd have to buck them in the final, and I don't really want that. I don't really want them to make the final. So hopefully you don't buck into them this season. Hopefully. City to get us underway for the second half. Bernardo Silva, boom, here we are. Second half underway, still City 2. Now it's Salah. He's just been fouled by Gahey, and it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. Great start, lads. Nunes. He goes to Rodri. Then he goes to Kusanov. Now it's Bernardo Silva. I didn't see it. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. But from everything that I saw, Bakambu was trying his absolute hardest to stop his own nation from qualifying, and they qualified anyway. Like, from everything that I've been told, Congo were probably the worst team, and you somehow still didn't win. Is from everything that I saw from the game, but I didn't watch the game. Haaland's first brace since December against Palace. That is nuts. Wait, did he not score a brace against West Ham? Or did West Ham become before Palace? Wait, did he not score a brace against West Ham? Am I going mad? I know Reinders scored and Haaland scored. Did Haaland not get a brace against West Ham? Am I going crazy? Joe Gomez is in behind here, and O'Reilly gets there first and puts out for a corner. Did he not get a brace against? Did he not get a brace against? I'm going to check this quickly, actually. So just let me know if City concede or anything when I'm fact checking this. Because I could have swore. Now West Ham was the game after, so he scored a brace against Palace and then scored a brace against West Ham, and then decided to not score for like 6 years after that, basically. But no, so they were basically the same time. They were what? He played. Yeah, so they were 6 days after each other, basically. So he scored a brace against Palace, and then 6 days later scored a brace against West Ham, and then, yeah, didn't score again until against Brighton, I think. Rodri. Nunes. That's actually... Nah, it is nuts. It is crazy to think about. And it's crazy to think that he's still got so many goals in the league as well this season. Cherki. Nunes, Bernardo, Rodri, O'Reilly, back to Rodri, Cherki, Bernardo Silva, out to Doku. That is an overhit. That was a crazy pass from. What is Bernardo thinking? That is a crazy pass. Joe Gomez tries to throw it long forward for Liverpool, but only finds Gueye. And then it's Cherki. And it's Semenyo! 3-0! I don't know if that was onside. I don't care. I'll celebrate it anyway, and then VAR can ruin my day. Because Semenyo makes it 3. Semenyo makes it 3. Where's the thing I'm looking for? There we go. Ding, 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 ding! 3-0! I don't know if that was onside. Yeah, he's just onside. Just onside. What a finish that is from Semenyo as well. I just need one more. I just need one more shot on target from Semenyo, and that gets me my my bet. But yeah, 3-0 City. Should be easy win now. I want to hate watch, but Semenyo's my boy. Bro, Kusanov is a steamrolled Ekitike for absolutely no reason. And it should be a comfortable win now for City, hopefully. Is there any ways that the Barca... So, they're 9 points ahead, but we've got a game in hand, and we've also still got to play them. So if we win our game in hand, and we beat them, that goes to 3 points. So, yeah, there is a way. There is a way. Salah's in behind. Salah shoots. Save. Good save by Trafford. Very good save by Trafford. Gomez with the cross. It goes all the way across to the far side to Ekitike. Verge. Gomez. Jones. Salah. Gomez. Salah. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Shirky. Still Shirky. Still Shirky. Still somehow Ryan Shirky. Semenyo. Ah, and he slips. Our injuries are fake, broski. We just pulled our players out. I think Madueke is injured though, isn't he? Madueke is actually injured. Though I do think Madueke is actually injured. Gehi. Rodri. Here comes City again. Rodri. Shirky. Still Shirky. He lofts one over to Haaland, and then Jones sees it back to Mamadashvili. I can't comment on that one though. We can't comment on that because Pep used to do that all the time. Pep's the king of faking injuries for international break. Semenyo. Semenyo's a shot from the halfway line, and it's looping, and it doesn't drop quick enough. Semenyo's got some balls to pull that one off, to be fair, and it just doesn't dip quick enough. Trafford has heads it out for the throw-in. There's actually a couple that are real, but we have 9 players coming back. You're stupid to think if they're all real injuries. I do think Madueke is definitely injured though, isn't he? Yeah, he is, yeah. Thought so. Gomez. Salah. Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Wirtz. Wirtz again. Gravenberch. Salah. Whoa! Salah's lost his mind! How is it now? How has he not got that on target? Nah, he's lost it. The ball comes all the way out for Salah, and for some reason he hits that first time. If I'm me, talking from an umpire's point of view, he can take the touch inside O'Reilly there. Yeah, Yudi's going to wake up to see that his team's been absolutely slapped. Trafford. All the way long to Semenyo. O'Reilly. Doku. Rodri. Gehi. Kusanov. Rodri. Bernardo. Rodri. Doku. Rodri. O'Reilly. Gehi. Rodri. Kusanov. Now Rodri. O'Reilly. Rodri again. Still Rodri. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Time and space ahead of him. Now it's Doku. O'Reilly inside again, but it's still Doku. Still Doku. He finds O'Reilly. O'Reilly cuts it back. Erling Haaland! Hat-trick, hat-trick, hat-trick. Hat-trick, hat-trick, hat-trick. Hat-trick, hat-trick, hat-trick for Erling Haaland. And that's beautiful play from O'Reilly and Doku. And the finish, it went in the back of the net, so I'm not going to say too much. It went in the back of the net, so I'm not going to say too much. But that's 4-0 to Manchester City. Brilliant here from O'Reilly to find Doku. Doku's onside, of course, in line there with Konate. And then the ball round the corner to O'Reilly, who's again onside. Beautiful. And then Haaland, Van Dijk's position in there is poor. Poor. Mamardashvili's obviously out of the goal trying to close down O'Reilly. It comes across to Haaland. He gets the touch on it, hits off the inside of the crossbar, but it crosses the line. What more can you do? Why didn't we play it against like this against Madrid? Because Pep lost his mind and decided to tinker with the team a little too much. Now it's Bernardo. Gay. Trafford. Nunez. He slips, and now it's Jones. Now it's Salah. Now it's Ekitike, and now it's in the hands of Trafford. Konate, Gravenberch, Ekitike, Wirtz. He goes inside Bernardo Silva and then dinks it across, and it's headed away by O'Reilly, only as far as Gomez. Szoboszlai, Jones, Salah. Then loses out to O'Reilly. And then still wiggles his way, to be fair there, Mohamed Salah. But Gahey blocks the cross and keeps it in play. And now it's O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Rodri. Shirky. Still Shirky. In his own box, Ryan Shirky. He gets it away to Kusanov, who then spins one out nicely to Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Shirky. He lets the ball roll a little bit there and almost lets Wirtz take control. But he keeps the ball for City just about. Now it's Nunez. Shirky. Semenyo. Shirky tackle by Kirkez, but City have the ball again. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Inside to Doku. We've got Nico Gonzalez getting ready to come on, along with what looks to be Savinho and Jeremy Frimpong for Liverpool. Gahey. Rodri. Gahey. O'Reilly again. Kusanov. Rodri. Haaland. He's fouled by Konate. Is that not? Is that going to be a yellow card? Give him a yellow card. Mostly because I need him to get booked. No, he's not giving the yellow. Savinho coming on, rocking the new fresh trim. And Rodri obviously coming off for Nico G. My lineup graphics don't want to work for some reason, so I can't actually edit these graphics because for some reason, like, it just doesn't want to let me scroll when I go to edit them. But I'll give it one more go. Frimpong on for Gomez. Bernardo Silva, Shirky. Yeah, no, I can't change the graphics because the graphics aren't working. But I think that was obviously Rodri off for Nico G and Doku off for Savinho. If I do believe that was correct. Kusanov. Nico G. Bernardo Silva. Nico G. Kusanov. Shirky, Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. That was poor. And now it's Curtis Jones to come the other way for Liverpool. He finds Wirtz. Wirtz turns. He finds Ekitike out on the left. Ekitike goes around Nunez. And he's given a penalty. No, he hasn't. Sorry, no, my bad. He's given a goal kick. Sorry, I bugged out. I kind of just lagged out for a second. He's given a corner. Sorry, my bad. No, he has given a penalty. Sorry, I was paying attention to my phone. I've just bugged out completely. I've just bugged out so bad. Like, the way I've bugged out there for a sec. He has given the penalty. Sorry. I was right the first time. I just kind of was trying to pay attention to two different things. Penalty. Salah to get his signature goal against City, which I did call was going to happen. Bro, why would I go full screen? This is full screen. Salah. Saved by James Trafford! So Buzz lying again. Come on, James, lad. Come on. This guy could end up as our fucking starting keeper, if I'm honest, mate. I'm not even. Do you know what I mean? Nico G. Bro, I completely bugged out with that penalty. I won't lie though. Bernardo. O'Reilly. That's a poor pass. And now it's Frimpong. And now it's Trafford there. Perfecto. Now Savinho to come forward for City. That foul by Kirkez? There is a foul by Kirkez. Free kick and a booking for Kirkez. So, yeah, Salah made it so obvious which way he was going. It's a beautiful save by Trafford. 2 seconds. What are they doing? Nah, Trafford may become our number one, you know. I'm on the Trafford hype train. Shirky. Still Shirky. Bernardo Silva. Silva shoots and it's straight down the throat of Mamadashvili. So McAllister, Gakpo and Rio looking to come on for Liverpool now. That's a foul. Is that Bernardo Silva going in the book now? Come on, Konate booking, bro, and I'm 40 quid up. Let's go. Someone, get Konate booked immediately. Get Konate booked immediately. Please get Konate booked immediately. Semenyo shot on target and a Konate booking, and I'm living. Verts and Ekatike coming off for Gakpo and Rio. Now, come on. Is it not giving that Bernardo yellow? Oh, Bet365 is shafting me right now. Rio and Gamoa. Jones. Frimpong. Frimpong with a cross. Back stick headed out by Nunes. Pep Linders, you've got... Pep Linders, I love you, bro. What, like this... Pep Linders has put together a super team for today's game. Headed out by Haaland. Nunes. Forward to Savinho. Who should get there ahead of Kerkez. Does. Then flicks it ahead of Kerkez and it's still Savinho. Then he goes forward to Haaland and it's headed down by Konate and cleared by Frimpong. Bro, yeah, I know, he's lost his mind. That's a quick timeout. Like, there's no need to beg that in the chat. Look, I have to move my head all that way that you can barely even see the match. Like, you can see, like, just the outline of it, but you can't even really see what's going on. Frimpong. Rio. Does well, actually, there to dance inside, but his pass out to Gakpo is intercepted by Savinho. Come on, Konate book in, bro, please. And one Semenyo shot on target, please. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. Never mind, Semenyo just decides to foul Konate instead. That's not the way round it's meant to happen, bro. Vinder's coming on now for Shirky. This is a dark day. This is a dark day for Liverpool. Oh, Semenyo's coming off for Foden though. So now I need a Foden shot on target. That's a beautiful goal though from Semenyo. Very, very, very tidy finish. But Foden's on now. Foden's on now. Please, Foden, please. Shot on target. Please, Foden, please. Please. Let's go. Foden shot on target and Konate booking and we go full screen. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's a good deal. Gakpo, who goes to cut inside and crosses it to the back stick, but it's brought down by Foden and it is cleared by O'Reilly. Come on, Foden. One shot on target, my boy, please. I'm not asking for miracles here, bro. I'm not even asking for a goal. Just a shot on Mamardashvili's goal, please. Rio Ngamoa. Frimpong. Jones. McAllister. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Van Dijk. McAllister still. Now Konate. Rio Ngamoa. He goes for the cross, but it's blocked by Foden. It'll be a corner. Shirky putting on the Ekatike shirt on the bench. He's gone mad. And now he's been told to take it straight off. Nah, Fez, that's mad. He's gone mad. Kirkes. Frimpong. Yeah, Ekatike doesn't look too happy on the bench. Now it's Salah, once again tackled by O'Reilly. Now it's Nunez. Now it's Savinho. Inside to Nico G. Now finds Bernardo Silva, who now finds Haaland. He's got Vinders and Foden ahead of him. It's still Haaland. He finds Tajani Vinders, and Konate gets there first and sees it through to Mamardashvili. McAllister. He goes forward, but Salah is offside. It's going to be a throw into City. Tell you what, I was confident for this game, but we've low-key taken the piss. Like, I was very confident for this game, but we have low-key taken the piss just a little bit. Like, just a tad, we have taken the piss. Gakpo. Ngamoa. He tries to go past O'Reilly, but can't find a way past O'Reilly. It's going to be a corner to Liverpool. More great defending by O'Reilly. I think, again, he's been superb today. A lot of good individual performances from the boys today. Pep looks a bit happier now, though. Trafford. Goes out to Foden. Sorry, Kusanov even. And then who goes to Foden? Sorry, my bad. McAllister. He shoots from distance, and it's a save by Trafford, and then cleared by Gahey. Now it's Vinders. Still Vinders. He's got Savinho ahead of him. He finds Savinho. He's one-on-one with Frimpong. He goes around Frimpong, and now it's Nico G. Bernardo Silva. Go on, someone find Foden. Or get Konate booked, either. Prefer the Konate booking because that's more money, but Nunez. Nico G. Reinders. Kusanov. Oof, that was poor from Savinho. But City win it back. No, never mind. It's free kick. Free kick to Liverpool for a foul on McAllister by Gonzalez. Now Haaland is making way for, I'm going to guess, Omar Mamouche. Standing ovation for the Norwegian as well, as per. Beautiful performance from him today. And then you've got Salah coming off for Chiesa as well. So one Egyptian on and another Egyptian off. It was a poor day for Salah. He does not get his annual goal against City. He's going out sad. He's going out very, very sad. And we love to see that. We love to see that. We love to see that. Van Dijk. Forward to Gakpo. It's claimed by Trafford. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Nico G. Now it's Nunes. Foden. He goes around Kirkes, but then is tackled by Jones. Still 13 minutes left in this game. Frimpong now. Szoboszlai. He skips past Marmoush. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Kirkes. Jones. Van Dijk. McAllister. Bernardo Silva now. Nico G. Foden. Nico G. Bernardo Silva. Guehi. Savinho. He's got time to turn and run forward now for City. He's got space ahead of him as well. Then he plays it to Marmoush, who Van Dijk just gets there ahead of him. Pep doesn't look very happy, but I'm not really too sure why. Because yeah, Liverpool are getting a lot of possession, but they're not doing anything with it. And like, at this point, does it really matter? Kusanov, he steams forward now. He hits it out to Savinho. It takes a few deflections, but it does find him eventually. Now it's Bernardo. Still Bernardo. Vinders. Nico G. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo's still on the floor. He's just got himself back to his feet as Szoboszlai comes forward for Liverpool. He finds Frimpong. Down the right hand side, still Frimpong. He wants to run at O'Reilly. Doesn't. Now it's McAllister. Konate. Kirkes. Rio. Inside to McAllister. Then it's cleared by Nunes. Now it's Foden. He goes forward to Bernardo Silva. It's intercepted by Van Dijk. Now it's Kirkes. Rio. He's tackled by Foden. Never mind, it was a foul by Nico G. Free kick to Liverpool. It's headed by Gakpo, but again it's claimed by Trafford. And now here comes Bernardo Silva. He knocks it back to Nunes, who plays it forward to Foden. Then he tries to go inside to Bernardo Silva, but it's intercepted by McAllister. Now it's Jones. Still Curtis Jones. Now Van Dijk. Now Gakpo. Szoboszlai. McAllister. Now Rio. Rio goes for the cross. Headed clear by Nunes. Now it's Konate. Could have done with Konate taking a bad touch there and committing a foul, but oh well. Jones, Kirkes, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Konate, Rio. Still Rio. Tackled by O'Reilly, who again's been superb out on that left hand side. Now it's Marmoush. Vinders. He goes out wide to Foden. Then goes back to to Nunes even, sorry. Now it's Vinders. Bernardo Silva. Vinders. Nunes. Foul by Konate? No, never mind. It is a foul by Konate even, sorry. No booking. That's Konate's second foul? And there's no booking on that one. So do you want to just book him, Oliver, please? Bro, that's at least the second foul I can remember, and he's not booked him. Come on now. Just book him, please. Of course, Haaland has to get man of the match. I think Semenyo and Shirky were good, but Haaland scored a hat-trick, and I thought he was good outside of his goals as well. So, for me, it's easy man of the match. Now, Savinho, that's a terrible touch. Mamadashvili. McAllister. Van Dijk. Kirkes. Gakpo. Konate. McAllister. Nunes. Kusanov. Bernardo Silva. Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Foden. He goes inside. And then plays a overhit ball round the corner to Marmoush. So it was McAllister. Jones. Rio. Jones. Back inside to Konate. Now it's Chiesa. Konate again. Frimpong. Rio. Jones. Frimpong. Rio. We've got about 5 minutes left in this game. It's still 4-0 to City, and I can't see that changing, if I'm too honest. Because Liverpool are getting a lot of the ball, but we're not letting them get any meaningful shots on goal. I say that. Szoboszlai is charging forward here. Now it's Chiesa, and then it's cleared by Gakpo. Now it's Van Dijk. McAllister. Konate. Frimpong. Tackle by O'Reilly. Now it's Savinho. Just about gets past Rio and then takes it out for a throw-in. Kirkes. Nah, to be fair, this is bad. Like they were bad when we played them at the Etihad in the league, right? But they weren't. It was not this bad. This is appalling. This is an appalling. If I'm to look at this from a neutral point of view and an unbiased point of view, this is appalling from Liverpool. It's really, really bad. Now it's Konate. Rio. Frimpong. Konate. McAllister. Van Dijk. Kirkes. I don't. Salah can hold that respectfully. He can hold that. Respectfully. McAllister. Rio. His cross is blocked by O'Reilly again. Konate. McAllister, Konate, Szoboszlai. Now it's Savinio to go the other way. He's brought down by Konate. Now he has to be booked, surely. Yes! Konate's booked! Let's go! Let's go! W Konate booking. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me that Konate booking, bet 365. Let's go. W. Foden shot on target now and life's good. Woo! Let's go. Foden shot on target now. Let's go. Foden shot on target. Let's go. And I've made what? I've made like £48. £49, sorry. That was 41 quid on that one. Which wasn't too bad. Just need the Foden shot on target now. So I made 40 quid off that one. And then I make £9 if Foden gets a shot on target. I actually think, there's a strong case for Trafford to be our starting keeper, because I think he's been very, very good in these last two games in particular, but I think he was very good against Newcastle as well in both legs of the Carabao Cup and in the FA Cup as well. Konate. Now out to Rio. Szoboszlai with a cross. Kusanov hooks it up. And Trafford claims hold of it. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He goes to go out to Foden, but I think that's going to go out for a throw-in. And it does go out for a throw-in. Throw-in to City as well. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Chiesa. Rio and Gamoa. It's got Frimpong on the overlap, but it's still Rio. It's still Rio. And he's tackled by Savinio. And then Marmoush puts him off balance. Savinio wins the ball and City come forward. Marmoush. His pass into Nico G is a bit wayward, and it's Szoboszlai that picks it up. And now it's Jones. I'd say he's a bit more direct. Ngamoa is I'd say a tad bit more direct than Doku. In the way he plays, he's more going for the shot than the cross, whereas Doku's a tad bit the other way around. McAllister out wide to Frimpong. He's got plenty of space to whip in across now, and he does, and he puts it out for a goal kick. Oh wait, Foden did get no wait, no he didn't, sorry. No he didn't. So Foden did not get a shot on target. The game's over there. Manchester City 4, Liverpool 0. City become the first team to advance to the FA Cup semi-finals this year, where we can either meet West Ham, Leeds, Port Vale, Chelsea, or Arsenal and Southampton. If you enjoyed this stream, please do make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stick around on the channel for my match reaction video that will be coming shortly after I end this stream. So again, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in my match reaction.